Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, "Chai, after all this time, I am still this big"? Do you feel like your weight loss journey is hard? Then this class is for you, because I've been there, I've done that, and I've gotten the t-shirt. I'm going to show you a picture of myself in 2015 before I decided to, when I was still trying to lose weight. So this is a picture of myself back then in 2015 when I was trying to lose weight. And the funny thing about weight loss, or the funny thing about being overweight or being obese, is it looks unhealthy. I mean, it looks not attractive on the outside, but on the inside it's even worse. It will surprise you to know that 69 or 64%, or if you're obese, then you're 64% likely to have a heart disease. It will also surprise you to know that 90% of the people who have type 2 diabetes are obese. And then it will also shock you to know that for every 5 units your BMI increases, you stand a 40% risk of having a stroke. Talk about sleep apnea. 70% of the people who have sleep apnea are overweight or obese. And then talk about depression. 55% of the people who are overweight are depressed. So much as being overweight has its outward, feeling of not looking good, not feeling good about yourself. You look at the mirror and you don't feel happy about yourself. It's even doing worse on the inside. And that is why I have taken it upon myself to do a class like this, where I would show you how to lose weight without confusion and without struggle. So if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Coach Endee. I'm a weight loss coach. I've been doing this for over 10 years now. For over 10 years now. I lost weight. I started my own personal weight loss journey. I mean, I've always been someone that has been into fitness, but in 2015, between I think 2010 and 2015, I stopped working out. I grew overweight and all of that. And then in 2015, I decided to go back. I got a personal trainer. I went to the gym and I was working out. But guess what? I wasn't losing weight. Before we continue, if you can hear me and if you can see me on YouTube, on TikTok, if you can hear me or you can see me, please like this video so I'll know that you can hear me and you can see me clearly, okay? So back to my personal story. So I went back to the gym in 2015 and I started working out. I was working out, I was going to the gym morning and night. I was doing everything that my coach said I should do, the first gym I was going to. And I wasn't losing weight. If you have been in that position, give me a wave. If you have gone to the gym, you're going to the gym consistently. If that is your situation right now, if that is your predicament right now, wave at me or give me a thumbs up, because I know that we are many that have been in that boat. It can't just be only me. So yeah, like I was saying, I was going to the gym back to back, morning and night. I wasn't losing weight. My coach would say, do this one, do that one. I would do. I wasn't losing weight. Do you know what? Let me shock you. I now registered in another gym, because then I think I just finished my youth service, and so I didn't have a job yet or anything. I was still seeking for a job. So I had time. So I registered for another gym. So I was going to 2 different gyms. I would go to this one in the morning, go to this one at night. What was the result? What is the result I got? I wish I can show you a better result. But my dear champions, my dear brothers and sisters, this was the result I got. This was what I got as my result for going to the gym 2 times two times morning and night, two different gyms. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that going to the gym we cannot know. I'm saying that weight loss is beyond just going to the gym. And that is why this class is important. Now, in this class, I'm going to teach you the things that are making you not to lose weight. Why most weight loss methods don't work. Because I learned from this experience. Okay, let me even finish my story. So, cut the long story short, after about 3 months, I left that gym and I banged the door and I said I will never go back to the gym, and that singular decision was what changed my life, my weight loss journey forever. That singular decision not to go back to the gym. Now, don't get me wrong, I still go to the gym today, but not that gym I was talking about. I still go to the gym today, but now I know what to do to lose weight. So I went to start doing research. I started researching, looking at exactly what causes weight loss and what causes people to gain weight. Because weight loss is the opposite of weight gain. So if you must lose weight, you must understand how you gain weight first. So I started looking at how did I gain weight? What is causing me to gain weight? And that is when I found the secret to weight loss. And this secret is what I have used to lose weight. I use it to lose weight, and I've taught over hundreds of my clients how to lose weight. And I have like testimonies to show for it. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see testimonies of my clients. During the course of this program, I'll show you like different of my clients and their testimony. But that's not why you're here. You're here to know your own story, how your own story can change, how you can be one of the people who try to lose weight and actually lost weight. Because I know statistics have shown that over 50% of the people who try to lose weight, or more than 50% of people who try to lose weight, at the end of the day, they do not lose weight. Some of them lose weight at some point, they begin to add other weight back. Now, this is the reason why that is happening. I'm going to be teaching you why most weight loss methods out there do not work. So stay with me and we'll go over this together. Why And after showing you why most of the weight loss methods out there don't work, I'll also tell you about the myths that you see on social media that people tell you about weight loss that are also not true. Because these are also the things that make people give up on their weight loss journey. When they hear, oh, do this, it will work, do that, it will work, and then you try all those things and they are not working, you'll not give up and say, oh, weight loss is impossible for me, weight loss is too hard for me. No, it's not true. It's just that you have not found the foundation. You've not gotten the foundation of weight loss, and that is what I'm going to teach you in this program. The foundation of weight loss, how to lose weight, not just losing weight, but losing weight in a healthy and a sustainable manner. Because have I gained weight since 2015? I have gained weight a couple of times, but I've always known how to go back and reverse the process. So I want you to learn how to reverse the process of weight gain, because things happen in life. You might be stressed out at work, things might go wrong for you, and you just let yourself slip and you relapse in your weight loss endeavor. But knowing how to go back and get back to shape is the important key. That is what your gym coach will not tell you, because he wants you to continue paying membership for your gym coach wants you to continue paying membership for the gym class. So he's not going to tell you these things I'm telling you. You need to know how to reverse the process of weight gain. If you know how to reverse the process of weight gain, whenever you add weight, you can always go back and lose weight without stress, without confusion. So let's go into it. Now, why most weight loss methods don't work? Number one, they are too restrictive. They are too restrictive. We'll tell you, don't eat till 7 o'clock. Don't eat till 7 p.m. Don't eat you know, you can only eat between 6 and 8. I'm not saying those things don't work. I'm not saying intermittent fasting don't work or fasting does not work. No. I'm saying, is it sustainable? Can you do it? How long can you do intermittent fasting? How long can you fast intermittently? These things are tools that tools that you need to add in your toolbox, but they are not the whole weight loss process. They are not sustainable things that you say, okay, this is what I will be doing to lose weight. You cannot sustain it. After a while, you're going to give up on it. And then when you give up, what happens? You go back to gaining those weight that you lost. So you need to understand that being too restrictive with your weight loss process will only jeopardize the process. It will only make you gain weight at the long run, or make you give up at the long run. It's too restrictive. They tell you, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't do this, don't do that. You cannot keep up with it. That is the truth. And that is why, the funny thing about weight loss is that, you see, weight loss and your health, they go hand. I already told you about, the risk statistics of being overweight. Your health and weight loss, or your health and your weight, go hand in hand. Why do you think that every time you go to the doctor's office, the first thing they check is your weight? Many times, most of the sicknesses that you go to the doctor for are tied to the fact that you are overweight, and the doctor will tell you, go and lose weight. If you lose weight, this thing will not be happening to you. And then now you go back and you want to try to lose weight, and then the gym instructor will now see you as an office. He will now start sitting office on your head. He will tell you, oh, you need to stop eating this, you need to start eating that, you need to come to the gym. They are too restrictive. You see, it makes it too difficult for you to lose weight. It makes the process too hard. And anything that is hard, we are human beings. Human beings are prone to always give up when something is too hard or too restrictive. No, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Once you start hearing that, stop. That method, you cannot sustain it. Weight loss, first of all, has to be sustainable. 1. 2, it has to be healthy. Let's continue. Number 2 is short-term results. Short-term results. So I had this client of mine, right? This client of mine, she reached out to me. She had a wedding in 2 weeks. And she reached out to me and said, Coach, my wedding is coming up in 2 weeks and I want to lose 10 kg. So you want to lose 10 kg before your wedding in 2 weeks. Sister, first of all, did you gain 10 kg in 2 weeks? Answer that question. Did you gain? That was my question to her. Did you gain 10 kg in 2 weeks? No, you did not gain 10 kg in 2 weeks. So what makes you think that you can lose 10 kg in 2 weeks? I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying, is it healthy? Is it healthy? It's not even healthy for you to do that. It's not healthy for you to do that. How do you lose 10 kg in 2 weeks? What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be drinking? And this is on this short-term result that the weight loss industry preys on. They prey on people that want short-term results. They'll tell you, drink this thing and you'll lose 20 kg in 1 week. How? Ask yourself, how? How? If it was that easy, there will be no fat person in this world, because nobody wants to be overweight. That is the truth. Nobody wants to be overweight, because we understand that being overweight is not even healthy. First of all, it affects every sphere of our life. So how will someone tell you to drink something and you lose 10 kg in 1 week? How? And you fall for it. You did not gain that weight in 1 week. So don't fall for this trap. You want short-term results. You see, someone once said we overestimate what we can achieve in 1 month, and we underestimate what we can achieve in 1 year. And that is the catch. That is the catch that is making you that is making you spend your money, because you want to do so much in 1 month. But think about it. If you invest 1 year, I'm not saying, I mean, it doesn't have to take 1 year for you to lose weight, you know, depending on your weight, depending on your goal, you know, depending on a lot of factors. Well, I'm not saying, but I'm just telling you that don't overestimate what you can achieve in 1 month and underestimate what you can achieve in 1 year. It is a process. Weight loss is a process. Your body, see, everything about your body is process. You cannot, if you try to speed it up, you will crash. And that's why you see some people, they lose weight. Do you know, I know a lady that she sold her mouth. She sold her mouth. You know, she went to the doctor, they actually tied her mouth. I don't know how they do that. She was only able to drink juice. She was only able to drink liquids for, I think, a certain amount of weeks. And then she lost weight drastically. Good job, kudos, you've lost the weight. But go back and see that lady today. So why the stress? Why the stress? Like, why? Why are you stressing yourself that much? Because you want quick results, short-term results. That is the problem. That is why it's not working out for you. You're looking for short-term results. When you try something, 1 week it does not work, you say, hey, I've tried to lose weight. You say, I tried to lose weight, I couldn't lose weight. For 1 week? For 1 week? How about trying it for 2 months? How about trying it for 3 months? How about trying it for 1 year? Because you did not gain that weight in 1 week. Understand that you did not gain that weight in 1 week. So you cannot ask your body to lose it in 1 week. I'm going to show you how you gain the weight so that you will understand that the whole process to reverse it is doing exactly the same way you gain the weight, is the same way your body is going to reverse it with your input. But you have to be patient about it. You cannot push the process, you cannot force it. You have to be patient about it. Okay, so short-term results. Say no to short-term results. Now the third one is the all or nothing mindset. All or nothing mindset. The third one is all. Hey buddy. Hope you can still see my board. All or nothing mindset. Okay. So because weight loss is a process, right? And so you're trying to lose weight. You're eating right, you're doing good, you know. But one day, just one day, you skip the gym. You skip the gym just one day. And you say, oh, I've messed up. Then you now erase all the whole weeks of work you've been doing just because of one day. Come on, why are you being so hard on yourself? It's okay to sleep. You see, this still ties down to this. short-term results. Because if you understand that this is a long-term process, if you understand that your health and your longevity is tied to this, right? You will understand that this is not about a quick fix. This is not about a quick result. So you will be patient with yourself. It's okay for you to sleep sometimes. It's okay for you to fall sometimes. It's okay for you to relapse sometimes. But don't stay down. Don't say if I ate pizza today, so oh no, I don't think I can lose weight. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. It will not work that way. Give yourself that room to sleep and come back and say, okay, yes, I messed up. Why did I mess up? Okay, I'm going back. I'm going to do it better this time. That is the way you're going to lose weight. But if you're doing the all or nothing mindset, my dear, it will not work. It will not work. Okay? So, all or nothing mindset. Number 4. If you're joining me on TikTok, this is my first time doing live on TikTok. I don't know if I'm doing this right. But yeah, I think by next time I do this, it's going to be better. I can see that my whiteboard is showing in the opposite direction. But all the same, I hope you're learning, you know. So the next thing we're looking at is no personalization. See, what works for Mr. A might not work for Mr. B. Our body systems are different. When it comes to weight loss, really, there is really no one size fits all. You know, there is really no one size fits all. So you have to look for what works for you. You have to work with someone that knows how to personalize, first of all, your goal. Look at your body system, look at your body, and you know, look at certain statistics or data about you, and knows how to personalize that for you. I mean, there are foundations, you know, like for everything there is a foundation, right? So there are foundational truths about weight loss. You know, there are foundational truths about weight loss, but certain things cannot work for everybody. So as you're trying things out, look out for what works for you. For some people, they like to run, you know, cardio is their thing, and it works for them. For some people, they cannot run. Does that mean that they cannot lose weight? No. So look out for what works for you. But the foundation, which is the reversing of the weight gain process, is the foundation. That one is sure, it works for everybody. But now, inside this foundation, the other components, you have to look for what works for you so that you can be able to do it sustainably. Okay? Now the next one is going to be lack of support or accountability. Lack of support or accountability. Okay, I didn't write that one. Personalization. 5, no accountability or support. So these things I'm teaching you are from my personal experience and the experience of the clients I've worked with. I'm not giving you something I read online or read. I'm telling you what has worked for me and worked for over hundreds of my clients. So I'm not just telling you, you know, theory. This is practical. See, the reason, let me tell you something. The reason why many of us go to work every morning is not because we love our job. It's not because we, you know, some days you wake up and you don't feel like going to work. If you have your way, you sit your butt at home. But you end up going to work. Why? I mean, those of us that work, you know, for others, right? Why? Why do you think so? Because You are accountable. There is a system that holds you accountable. So even if you don't feel like, because we are humans, man. As some days your body will not just feel like it. Some days your emotions might not just let you. Some days your feelings, some days your body will make you, I don't want to do nothing today. But there is a system that is holding you accountable. That system that is holding you accountable is what will make you go to work even if you don't feel like it. That is the same thing you need to set up for yourself if you really want to lose weight long term. There has to be a system, an accountability system, a support system. If you do not have that system, you will sleep. And that is why you have always tried and failed. You have tried and failed because you're trying to do it by yourself. Yes, you can do it by yourself, but have you set up the system? I lost weight by myself, but I had a system. And that system is the same system I've used for over hundreds of my clients, and I've trained them, and many of them have lost weight. Many of them, I'm going to show you pictures. I don't want to do that right now because, tomorrow I'm going to show you pictures of my clients. Or you can just go to my YouTube channel, you'll see my clients and you see people have trained and lose weight, So this is what I'm telling you is fact. If there is no system to hold you accountable, you would give up. Because one of my friends will always say, weight loss is not come and eat. It's not. It is a different ball game. It's not a walk in the park. There are some days you'll be like, what nonsense is this? What am I doing? Let me go and enjoy my life. What's the meaning of this? By the time you wake up by 2 a.m., hunger is beating you. You are like, no, I don't want to eat. What will make you to say I don't want to eat? What is going to hold you accountable? That is the system, and that is what will make you lose weight. So this is what we looked at now. Why most weight loss methods don't work. Now the next thing we're going to look at now is, I talked about personalization, and that personalization brings me to my next point. Myths about weight loss. There are 5 myths about weight loss I want to debunk today. There are 5 myths. I think I should use a red pen for a red marker for this one. 5 myths about weight loss I want to debunk. Number 1. Before I say number 1, I want to ask you a question. There's no right or wrong answer in this question, right? There's no right or wrong answer. Just type it in the comments. What causes weight gain? What makes you gain weight? What is the one thing that makes you? There's no right, there's no wrong answer. There's no right or there's no wrong answer. But just tell me, what do you think makes you gain weight? If you know the answer, put it in the live stream. But I'm going to tell you the answer. The answer is calories. This is what makes you gain weight. Calories. And that brings me to my number 1 myth I want to debunk. The first myth I want to debunk is carbs. Carb means carbohydrates, right? Carbs make you fat. This is wrong. Carbs, now, understand me. When you say carbs make you wrong, you are saying that only carbs. So you mean that protein doesn't make you fat? You mean that fats and oil doesn't make you fat? That's wrong. See, listen to me. Any food that you eat, let it be carbohydrate, let it be protein, let it be fat and oil. If you eat more calories than your body needs, you would gain weight. Take it to the bank. This thing I'm telling you, take it to the bank. Take it. It's true in America, it's true in London, it's true in Nigeria, it's true in China, it's true in Taiwan. If you eat any food and you eat it and the calories, the amount of calories that you take is more than the amount of calories that your body needs. So calories in is greater than calories out, you would gain weight. You would gain weight. So saying that carbs make you fat is wrong. And that is why people tell you, stop eating carbohydrates. Foods like oatmeal, foods like pasta, they are healthy fats. Healthy carbs that you can eat. But you have to eat them within, a certain proportion. That is where it comes to, that these are the nitty-gritties of weight loss that we'll go into maybe by day 2. By tomorrow we'll talk more about that. But I just want to debunk this myth so that you have it in your head when people are telling you that carbohydrates make you fat, stop eating carbohydrates. That is a lie. If you eat protein more than your body, if you eat more calories of protein, you will still be fat. You will still gain weight. If you eat, let me tell you another thing for free. 1 gram of carbohydrate contains 4 calories. 1 gram of protein contains 4 calories. 1 gram of fats and oil contains 9 calories. So it beats my imagination. Why people will think that eating more of this will make you fatter than eating more of this. Because look at it. If I eat 20 grams of carbs, what I ate is 80 calories. But if I eat 20 grams of fats, what I ate is 180 calories. So how do you think that this makes you fatter than this? No. But the truth is, why people say that carbs make you fat is because 1, carbohydrate contains what we call simple sugar. Now, simple sugar is easily digested into our blood system. And so after you eat it, within a short period of time, you still become hungry. It doesn't fill you up easily, foods like that. Now, so we have the complex and the simple carbohydrates. So that is why people say that, carbs make you, but that's not true. There are healthy carbs. I just mentioned a few, oatmeal, pasta, those brown rice, the ofada rice. If you're Nigerian, ofada rice is healthy. These are carbohydrates. These are good sources of carbohydrate that you can eat. So don't cut. That's restricting. You're restricting your diet. And how long can you restrict your diet? How long? How long can you say, I will not eat this thing? It's hungering you, but you will not eat it. How long would you continue to do that? That means it ties back to you're looking for a short-term goal, so that tomorrow, after you just get to that goal, you go back and say, okay, let me start eating rice now because I've lost the weight that I want to lose. Baba, you will gain all that weight back and even more. All right, so number two, myth I want to debunk. Okay, our time is fast spent. This class is supposed to last for just 1 hour. It's going to hold for 3 days. So today is the first day. We're going to do tomorrow, and we're going to end it on Sunday. 1 hour for each. Within these 3 days, you're going to learn a lot. So do not miss any day out of this class. Do not miss any day. Now, number 2 is detox. See, makers of in fact the whole weight loss industry, they're going to hate me at the end of this class because I'm going to be exposing a lot of things. This thing called detox is just a marketing gimmick. It's just a marketing word gimmick. What detoxifies your body is your liver and your kidney. You see all this that you need to detoxify before you can lose weight. That is nonsense. That is a lie from the pit of hell. They're just trying to sell things to you. You cannot you don't need to detoxify anything. Your liver and your kidney, they're already doing the detoxification for you. They are taking away they are doing their work. Unless, let's say you have kidney disease or liver disease, then that's a different thing. But you're just trying to lose weight and someone is telling you that you need to detox to lose weight. My brother, my sister, that is a format, marketing format. They're trying to get something from you. Okay, so most of all these detox products that you're seeing, they are just selling you formats. That's just the truth. They're just selling you something that will make you feel like, it's called a placebo. So it's going to work because you think it can work. If a child that does not know anything, let's say a little child, maybe a toddler, is crying, or maybe she bumped her head or he bumped his head and is crying, and you give him chocolate and say, if you eat this chocolate, the pain will go away. The child is going to eat the chocolate, right? And the pain will stop. Why? Because he believes you. He believes what you're saying. He believes what you're saying. Most of all these detox selling companies, they are doing the same thing to you. They are telling you need to detoxify before you start trying to lose weight. Okay, so why can't I just detoxify and not do any other thing and lose weight? They tell you if you drink the tea, but you still need to work out, you still need to do this, you still need to do that. That is what they are trying to sell to you. If you do those things without this detox, it will work. If you work out, if you exercise, if you eat right without detoxifying, it will work. But if you detoxify without doing those things, you will not lose weight. How about that? So, detox is a marketing gimmick. There's nothing like detox tea, detox this, detox that. Bro, that's lazy man. That's lazy man's medicine. They're trying to sell you a gimmick that does not work. If it does work, there will be nobody overweight in this thing. Okay, number three, myths. Remember, we are looking at the myths about weight loss. Number 3 is eating by 7 p.m. Oh, no, eating after 7 p.m. makes you fat. As a lie. I mean, I used to believe this too. Until, I did my research and I found out that it's not about when you eat, it is about how much calories you eat. It's not about when you eat. If you eat if your calorie, when I'm saying some things that you might not understand now, but by day 2, day 3, you will understand them. So if your calorie intake, if your calorie intake is 4,000, let's say 4,000 calories, which is on the high side, So let's say your calorie intake is 4,000, and what your body needs for the day, your daily caloric requirement is 2,500. Auntie, even if you eat these 4,000 calories early in the morning and you don't eat for the rest of the day, you will still gain weight. You will still gain weight. Even if you eat these 4,000 calories early in the morning and you don't eat again for the rest of the day, because this 4,000 calories is more than your caloric requirements, you will gain weight. So it's not about when you eat. And if your daily caloric requirement is 2,500 calories and you eat, at the end of the day, your total calories that you take in is 2,000 calories. Even if this 2,000 calories you eat it at 11 p.m. before going to bed, you will still lose weight. Take it to the bank. Did you hear what I said? I said, if your caloric requirement is 2,500 calories, and you eat only 2,000 calories, but you ate it at 11 p.m. and after eating it you went to bed, sister, you will still lose weight. So I said this to say that eating after 7 is not about when you eat, it's about what you eat. It's not about when you eat, it is about what you eat. We'll dive deeper. Dive deeper into that as we continue this class. Okay. Now, number 4 myths out there. Number 4 myth out there is eating 6 small meals. Oh man, there's nothing. Please, I want you to even share in the comments. Share the myths that you've heard about weight loss, the things that you've heard that sound very funny about weight loss. Please share them in the comments. I'm going to read these comments after the class, and I'm also going to allow you to ask your questions. Okay, I'll be stopping soon so that I'll allow you to ask questions before we end the class. Eating 6 small meals will make you lose weight. Eating 6 small meals a day. This looks plausible. This looks kind of correct, but it's still a myth. It still defies the foundation of weight loss. So whether you eat one meal, or you eat 6 meals, or you eat 10 meals, or you eat 20 meals, if the amount of calories you are eating is more than, get this straight, calorie inputs greater than calories outputs, you would gain weight. If calories input less than calories output, you would lose weight. Am I communicating? So it doesn't matter how many meals you eat in a day, it doesn't matter. As long as you know how much calories you're supposed to eat in a day, you know your caloric requirements, and then your caloric intake is less than it, you will definitely lose weight. You will definitely lose weight, and you'll be able to keep it off for good for a very long time. So this is a myth. Like I said, it's plausible, it sounds true, it sounds interesting. I mean, it makes sense that if I eat small meal, eat small meal. But what if you eat, the first small meal is 1,000 calories? A second small meal, okay, no, 1,000 for a small meal is too much. Let's say the first small meal is 250, second one 250, 250 times 6, 0, 0, carry 3, 15. Now 15 calories, except you are a baby, you're a small child, 15 calories is too small for an adult. And so you might be putting, if you do this for a long time, you might be putting yourself into what we call starvation mode. Starvation mode happens when your body starts, instead of burning calories, your body starts conserving calories because it thinks you're going to starve it for a long time. And that is even counter, what's the word? It's counterproductive. So that's the right word. I lost my thoughts for a minute. It's counterproductive when you're trying to lose weight. So I'm going ahead of myself. Let me leave that. That's a different topic. That's a topic I will go deep into tomorrow. You know, how to reverse the weight gain process. So I'll go into this whole calorie input and calorie output thing. Today what I want to tell you, we've talked about, you know, why you're not losing weight. We've also talked about the myths. We'll be ending with the myths. The last myth now is going to be cardio. People say that cardio is the best way. Cardio is the best way to lose weight. That's a myth. That is a myth. It is not true. It's not I mean, how do I break this down, make you understand? Weight loss is made up of 1, nutrition. And this nutrition takes 80%. Number 2, exercise. Exercise takes 20%. Now, inside this exercise, we have cardio, we have strength training, recently we added HIIT, that's high interval intensity training, and then there are other ones too. Now, the best way to lose weight is first of all getting your nutrition right. That's the best way to lose weight. Number two, a mix of this, cardio, strength training, HIIT, a mix of it is what will make you lose weight. So saying that cardio is the best way to lose weight is not correct. It's not correct. Have you not seen people that go to the gym Mondays to Saturday for 1 year? They are still running on the treadmill, and the only thing that has lost weight is the sole of their shoe. Have you not seen it? Have you not seen people like that? You see that every morning they are jogging, but the only thing that is losing weight is the sole of their footwear. Because it's not just you have to get it right. Nearly cannot kill a bird when it comes to weight loss. I'm sorry to say, but nearly cannot kill a bird when it comes to weight loss. It has to be done with precision, and that is what a lot of people lack. That precision, the precision to get it right. They just try different things and they give up, and they be like, man, this thing is hard, it's not for me, I can't do it. But remember that your health, your vitality, a lot of things are tied to weight loss. So if you're overweight, do not give up. Number one, that's what I want to tell you. Do not give up. You can lose weight. If I can do it, and if I've taught a lot of people to do it, you can also do it. Number two is you need a system that works. And that system is part of the things I'll be teaching you in this class. So you need a system that works. So stay with me for these 3 days. This is the first day. So stay with me for these 3 days, And then the next thing I'll tell you is, listen, there is a difference between when you are running after something, right? And when something is running after you. I always say this, I always tell my clients this, I always say it on my social media posts. There's a difference between when you're chasing something and when something is chasing after you. When you're chasing something, you can afford to give up. You can afford to give up. I mean, if I'm chasing a cock, a chicken or something like that, and it's running, I'm chasing it, it's running. At some point, I might say, man, forget this thing, Jerry. Leave this chicken alone. But if something is chasing me, I cannot afford to stop. I don't know where that thing is coming from. I don't know what that thing wants to do to me when it catches me. Do you get the logic? Now, when you're trying to lose weight because you want to look good, if you're trying to lose weight because you want to look good, it is because I will liken it to you're doing it because I will liken it to you chasing the chicken. If you're trying to lose weight because you want to look good, you're doing it because I will liken it to you chasing the chicken. But if you're trying to lose weight for your health, because you know that your health and your vitality depends on it, then I'll liken it to what? I'll liken it to something, maybe a lion or a chicken self chasing you, because then you will run with all seriousness. Treat weight loss as if something is chasing you. Don't treat it as if you're chasing something, because your health, your vitality depends on it. So don't stop running. Don't give up. That's the main point I'm trying to bring here. Don't give up. Don't stop. Don't say because no, Don't do that, because at the long run you will spend more. And when I say spend more, I'm not just talking about money. You will spend more to sustain yourself when you fall ill because you're overweight than you will spend preventing it by staying in good shape. This is where I'm going to end the class for today. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the real way, how to reverse the weight gain process. So we'll look at how did you gain weight. That's number one. Then we'll now look at how to reverse it. That is what we'll talk about tomorrow. Same time, same channel. And until I see you then, yeah, I'm going to give, okay, we still have time. We still have like 4 minutes. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I'm going to go to my seat right now and answer your questions. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you do not have any question, I will be ending this lecture here, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your night.